is up, awesome people, and welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday shenanigans. Alrighty, so new week, new strategy, and I originally didn't think I was going to be uploading a Wi-Fi Wednesday tonight. Actually, I've got a few things going. At the same time, I'm doing a huge transition into another series for the channel, and a few other things going on, as well as work outside of YouTube, and oh Jesus, it's hectic. So as I said, I didn't think I was going to be uploading a Wi-Fi Wednesday tonight. However, when I was drafting up the team, which was supposed to be for next week, I kind of got really excited because I'm like, oh, this strategy is golden. It's so unique that it's bad. So I ended up jumping straight into it and seeing how well this team was going to work out, and it actually worked out better than I thought. So tonight we've got 3 battles using this particular strategy and team. So it's, as I said, it's really unique and it's something you wouldn't usually see very often. So yes, there is a Greninja in my team, however it's not the traditional Greninja set that you typically see. So without further ado, let's jump into the first battle. And this team was actually what you call a typical VGC team, which was like really annoying, but the end result was pretty interesting. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to leave my Greninja and my Sylveon. They're going to leave with a Sizzle and a Greninja as well. So my Sylveon is Choice Scarf and my Greninja is the typical Life Orb set. They're obviously a Mega Sizzle, which is really annoying because Bullet Seed is probably going to one-shot my Sylveon, and their Ninja is probably the typical Greninja set you see a lot in VGC. So as I thought, Bullet Punch was coming my way. One-shots my Sylveon, which is dreadful, and the opposing Greninja goes for the Ice Beam. Protein kicks in, turn it into an Ice-type Pokemon, and that's going to do very little to my Greninja since I'm still technically a Water Dark type Pokemon. So Life Orb kicks in there, a little bit of residual damage there. I have the hidden power Fire, so I'm like, oh, this will be really handy for any Feral Seeds or Mega Sizzles or normal Sizzles that want to come along. And I was very, very, very thankful I had that now, because that one-shot of that Mega Sizzle and got a humongous threat out of the way. Even without a Sword Dance up, that hits really hard. Alright, so Exploud comes in. So this is your choice specs. Exploud, scrappy for its ability to hit any Ghost-type Pokemon, which is really handy because this team has a huge weakness to Fighting-type Pokemon, Steel-type Pokemon, and Ghost-type Pokemon. So I sent in Mr. Mime. I could have gone Protector or Greninja, but I thought, hey, let's troll a little bit because I don't think I'm going to win. So they go for Scald there, thinking I'd stick around with the Pokemon I had there. That's going to do 3/4 damage there to Mr. Mime, bring it down to low yellow. And the Zapdos goes for Volt Switch, which I was very surprised about. I thought it'd go for like Thunderbolt or something like that. So that was a critical hit there on the Exploud, doing about half damage there to Exploud. Thank you for that max health and 4 EVs and special defense. And I go for Boom Burst. So of course I got Soundproof on the Mr. Mime, so I don't need to rely on Protect as much to prevent damage there since it hits all 3 Pokemon. And that Boom Burst is like absolutely devastating, taking out the Greninja and Blaziken. I would have most likely taken out Mr. Mime as well if I didn't have Soundproof. So the only Pokemon left is a Zapdos, and I'm going to assume it's a bulky Zapdos, judging from the Heatwave damage here. So it did miss the Exploud, but I don't think it would have mattered because I wasn't running any special defensive EVs at all in that Mr. Mime, and it didn't take it out. Mind you, it isn't stab either, but judging from the damage, I'm going to assume it was max health, max special defense, bulky Zapdos. And Boom Burst is going to finish off the Zapdos as well. So as I said, that was Choice Specs Exploud, and that was Expert Belt Mr. Mime. So that was really interesting. And as I said, I actually did not expect to win that battle, but that unexpected Volt Switch there really did make a difference on that battle. If they'd gone for Thunderbolt again, I think they would have made a bit of a difference. Would have taken out Mr. Mime, or at least dealt some damage to the Exploud. I think I may have even killed the Exploud if they did that. But regardless, that's what happened. Now this was really interesting. I'm kind of guessing everyone's going, oh, just another one of those battles. Yeah, it kind of was, but at the same time, I actually got to use the strategy I was originally going out to use. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Alright, so straight out the lead here, we've got Palkia and a Groudon lead, most likely Primal Groudon. And again, I've got my Sylveon and Exploud lead. Well, not really my usual lead here. So Choice Scarf Sylveon and Choice Specs Exploud, Primal Groudon, yay! Well, this will be interesting. I'm not really too sure what EVs are running in this battle either. I think it looked like random EVs from what I could tell. So anyways, Desolated Land is going to kick in, so Half Sun, unaffected by water type moves. Alright, so I go for the round here. I'm like, Pixelate ability, extra 30% boost there, and that nearly takes out the Palkia. So if I go for Hyper Voice there, which I which I could have just been boring. That would have definitely taken out both Groudon and Palkia. So special ran there on my X-Cloud. Now this is where I say I'm not really too sure what EVs this Palkia was running, but that was a critical hit. So I think if it was max special attack, whatever, that probably should have killed me. So anyways, Pacifical Blades comes through and that annihilates my X-Cloud, and my Sylveon actually does manage to hang on, which is really handy. So I sent in my Licky Licky here, so this is the first time you guys are seeing this particular Licky Licky. So I go for round again because I am locked into it thanks to Choice Scarf, and then he's going to take out the Palkia, which is awesome, so that's that annoying threat out of the way. And because of the way round works, it does get priority my Licky Licky, which should have been outsped by Groudon, I'm assuming. And it does boost its power from 60 to 120, so that's Groudon out as well. Desolate Land disappears. And the final two Pokemon is Kyogre, which is most likely Primal Kyogre, and Mega Rayquaza, which is most likely Mega Rayquaza. Jesus, they're a bit predictable, aren't they? Alright, so obviously the Primal Reversion's going to kick in. Primal Kyogre with its Primordial Ocean or Primordial Sea. See, I don't remember their abilities. Primordial Sea kicks in. I only used Primal Kyogre once, I think. And Mega Rayquaza kicks in. And Delta Stream's going to kick in, negating that Primordial Sea ability. So, yeah, you can tell they're kind of beginners. They normally wouldn't run those two Pokemon together. Alright, so again, I'm going to go for the round. As I said, I'm locked into it. I'm going to go for that Rayquaza. And it's one of those moments where I did kind of wish I went for Hyper Voice in the beginning. But regardless, this is fun. So, choice... no, that's just normal round there. So it's going to do a quarter damage there to the Primal Kyogre thanks to its nice base special defense and its health. And unfortunately, Dragon Ascent there is going to one-shot that Sylveon. I think it would have one-shot even if I didn't take damage prior to that Dragon Ascent. So, yeah, bye-bye Sylveon, but that was to be expected. And Origin Pulse come along my way, and that's not going to kill the Licky Licky. Max health for the win, and 4 EVs in special defense. So I'm going to send up my Greninja again just to get that round going. I'm going to transform into a normal type as well, so I do get that stab. And that should be Rayquaza down. Yes, it is. So Rayquaza go down to the round from a Greninja. Life Orb residual damage is going to kick in as well, and the Delta Stream is going to disappear. So no more boost at all, even though there wasn't original a boost anyway. Round again is going to kick in 120 base power, bringing that Kyogre down to medium yellow. And Origin Sea kicks in once again. And I just managed to hang in there with Licky Licky on 7 health. I think Greninja just hanging there either as well. God, that was amazing. So Potato Berry kicks in, raising my special attack by +1. Round is going to just miss out on the kill there, and I just lived the residual damage to with 9 health. And Round from Licky Licky is going to take the game. That +1 120 damage and stab. Ooh, that would have been a bit nasty. And Kyogre goes down. So woohoo! I finally got to use the strategy I originally went out for, and unfortunately the only way it was going to work was up against a nub. So that was fun. So one last battle was the last battle that I did. Usually I try and aim for 3 battles in these type of videos. So this one was up against Jacqueline. Now this was a bit scary. So I go for the Greninja and Sylveon lead, 2 powerful speedy type Pokemon in my team, even the rest of my team is pretty slow. So Alakazam and Regigigas lead. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is a skill swap so I can get rid of the slow start on Regigigas. So I go for Hyper Voice here because I don't really want to screw around if that is the case, and it is the case. So Alakazam going to go for a skill swap, sending the slow start over to Alakazam. I'm not too sure what the Regigigas got in return. So I'm going to go straight for the Hydro Pump here because I need that Regigigas down because that's going to be a huge threat now since it's got rid of slow start. Hydro Pump brings us down to the orange there, just very high orange. So this is definitely Assault Vest, which is not cool because all my moves are special. So I'm in a dreadful situation here. So I go for another Hyper Voice here, and that is going to take out the Alakazam, which is fine by me. I don't really think that was much of a threat. It's the Regigigas I'm more worried about here. So I go for Hydro Pump here. And that's going to take out the Regigigas. Not too sure if the crit mattered, but I don't think it didn't, unless I would have just missed out on the kill there, thanks to the minimum damage. Dreadful thing there. Alright, so the last 2 Pokemon is the Blaziken, most likely Mega Blaziken, and the Minshao. So, of course, the Blaziken's going to Mega Evolve. I actually thought here I was going to go protect like most Mega Blazikens so they can get the speed boost up and outspeed my Sylveon, but I don't think they realised I was Choice Scarfed. So Hyper Voice there is going to deal over half damage there to the Blaziken, and unfortunately I missed with the Hydro Pump there on the Blaziken with Greninja, and I go out with Knockoff thanks to that boosted Knockoff there, doing 95 base damage and knocking off my Life Orb, which is enough to take out Greninja thanks to its paper-thin defenses. And Mashana can put up the Calm Mind, raising its special attack and special defense by +1. So I'm going to assume it might have something like Rest or Toxic to be a little pain in the rear side, but I'm not really too threatened by that Mashana. It's the Blaziken I'm more worried about. Alright, so I set in my X-Cloud here, so I'm like, something's going to die here. It's most likely going to be my Sivyon, because I can't protect because I'm locked into the Hyper Voice. Well, I'm no longer locked in now, but I'm going to die anyway. So Hyper Voice is going to take out the Blaziken and brings the Mashana down to medium health there, very high yellow. And the Boom Burst kicks in, so it's like, bye-bye Sivyon, nothing's going to save you here. And the Mashana goes down to the low red. I could have swapped into Mr. Mime, but I really wanted that Blaziken to go down. Alright, so Dazzling Gleam there is going to do quarter damage there to X-Cloud. Even at that +1 special attack, I'm going to assume it's like max health, max special defense, judging from the damage that Boom Burst did. So I go into Mr. Mime, I'm like, I control a little bit here because I know Dazzling Gleam's not going to kill. And neither is Size Shock, but hey, what the hey, that's not really what I'm going for. I'm going for Boom Burst here. And the Boom Burst kicks off, Soundproof kicks in, saving Mr. Mime, and Mashana does go down to a very devastating Boom Burst. And with that, that is that trainer defeated. So there we go, guys. There's 3 battles using this particular strategy. As I said, it's kind of hard pulling off the round strategy. Even at boosted, it doesn't really hit that hard. And I probably should have done it that something outsped the Sivyon, so the Sivyon could have used the boosted 120 stab pixelated round instead of going first and doing the 60 pixelated boost and stab rounds. That's about the only thing I actually did wrong there. But as I said, I kind of needed something to back up with Choice Scarf, something fast in case I had to revert from the round strategy and just kick off with a very powerful Hyper Voice, which is why Sivyon is kind of used quite a lot in VGC. I can understand why. It hits pretty hard, even at unboosted round, which is only 60 base power, that still hits pretty decently. So yeah, that's pretty much all that is for tonight. So as I said, I'm in the process of doing a brand new series, which will probably go up on Monday or maybe Friday, depending on how I feel that where the series should sit. And at the same time, I'm in the process of bringing back top 10s or reviving it from the absolute dead. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to find it, but it's coming. It's being revived. At the same time, I'm in the process of researching Pokebiology as well, so that will come back sometime in March. I'm trying to get aim for once every month for Pokebiology, since, as I said in the series, it does take quite a lot of research. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the strategy, and I hope you guys also enjoyed the video as well. And with that, until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!